Here we are, boys and girls. Wednesday night in the room podcast. We are back.
You're
Tommy
back.
Shayhood is back.
Nice to see you, buddy.
Man, we've been separated a couple of weeks.
2 whole weeks, man.
It's summertime. It's
It is.
vacation.
Yeah, we got a lot
it's
going on.
Spending time with the family and
That's
stuff
right.
like that. So, dude, you've been spending a lot of time with the family and going a little away here and there.
Yeah,
What have you been doing?
I went up to the Cape, saw a couple bands, Great Woods, Mansfield. Love that. Spent a lot of time out in Cape Cod and Wellfleet and out there on the beaches on those hot 90-degree, 100-degree days, man. There's nothing better than being by the water with a beer in hand. I'll tell you that much.
Well, you went to Great Woods. Who'd you see there? Rob Zombie?
Yeah, so the 30th of a couple Fridays ago, it was Rob Zombie, Mudvayne, Static X, and Power Man 5000, right? So it was a great show.
pass.
I had a
Mudvayne,
great.
huh?
Oh yeah, see there you go. See Mudvayne stole the show. That dude Chad fucking ripped it. He came out ready to go, full tilt. Now, what I'm gonna say right now might piss a couple people off, right? Rob Zombie. I've been going to see Rob Zombie for 30 years. I used to see White Zombie and Pantera play together. This show, this tour looked like a fucking WWF fucking circus. I don't know what's going on with this guy these days.
As far as what was going on?
I
With
mean,
all
the colors, the
things-
theatrics. Do you know the wrestler Jeff Jarrett, Double J?
Yeah.
He looked like dressed like that with the stringers, with the streamers, with the pants. It was, I don't know, man. It was too much for me. It was too much for me. I wasn't enjoying it.
It's not like him
No.
to be like that,
Well,
right?
you know, it's kind of like him to be like
He's
that.
trying to be Kid Rock or something. Does
He's
Kid
trying
Rock
to
kind
be.
of do that shit?
He's trying to be like circus or something. I don't know. You know,
Circus
yeah,
Olay.
it was. Yeah, exactly. It was. It just seemed like a big. It looked like a circus. WWF threw up on stage, and now
How was the band in general? How
they
was this
sounded
music?
fine.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I give it that much. John Five is the guitar player, and Ginger Fish is the drummer. Seasoned veterans. I mean, they sounded fine. They know what they're doing. But I was just finding myself turning to my wife saying, "What the fuck are we looking at here? What's going on here?" You know, he's bopping around the stage.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. I mean, he can do whatever he wants in
Yep.
showbiz. Directing cool
It
movies.
just wasn't the Rob Zombie you remember.
No,
Yeah.
no. And I saw him a couple years ago, I think, and I seen him throughout the years in festivals,
He's
Ozfest.
like in black leather and all
Yeah,
gocked
yeah,
out
yeah,
a little
covered in
bit, right?
dirt and
He wears a
shit.
cowboy hat
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. The leather cowboy hat.
But
that's
now
kinda
he
the
looked
old
like
style.
fucking Evil Knievel.
Yeah, he looked like I don't know. He looked like he was getting it ready to go into Studio 54 or something. You know, I mean, I had a good time. This is me getting a little older, and this isn't my rock and roll that I used to watch.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn, kids. I had a great time. We were partying. It's 5 minutes from my house, but if I'm gonna be picking nits, I'm gonna,
5 minutes from your house.
yeah,
huh?
I live in Mansfield.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's
it's great.
not too bad.
No,
huh?
so that almost makes the goofy show worth it.
Did you didn't walk from home? And
No,
you didn't have
it's
to
like
pop?
5 miles. Yeah,
Oh,
we
all right.
parked. It's fine. We left, 3/4 of the way through Zombie Said. Not out of disrespect or anything. We were just ready to go, beat the crowd. We were home
Oh,
in
that's
seven.
how I-
We were home in
that's how
7
I
minutes,
roll.
and we were watching that Pena fucking Nunez fight.
Oh,
yeah,
right after.
Yeah. So it was a perfect night.
Complete night.
Yeah, complete night. Exactly.
Fuck yeah, I saw it all over Facebook. Like there was a bunch of my friends. There's a
Sure.
lot of dudes from the post office that go to them, old time.
It's a
old-timer
familiar
shows.
crowd.
I don't want to say that, but they go through a lot of 80s metal, 90 metals band shows, and then they were talking all about this too.
Yeah, yeah, and he says Zombie will say something like, "Oh, here's a song for all you old fucks," and then plays like More Human Than Human.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like one of our favorite song. That song was played at my wedding a couple years ago.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, so it's all good. I know we're getting to be a little older. Those guys are, generation ahead of us. I'm looking up to those guys. So, what are you gonna do? I'm a stickler. I'm a critic. You know what I mean? If I'm in there, I'm gonna judge.
Well,
we'll
that's
say.
that.
Yeah.
You remember the way it is.
We
and
pay to go.
you-
We get in there.
I would have liked to go, but
Yeah.
dude, I had so much going on.
Mm-hmm.
Work and people are all on vacation now, so I got to kind of cover them at work and stuff like that. But I've been doing some stuff in here. Bought a drum set.
Yeah, I saw that.
Started taking lessons again, getting into that a little bit.
How'd that get back into the swing?
What's
Yeah.
that?
You get back right into the swing?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to learn, but you got an instructor there to kind of show you, get you back on track, like riding a bike. But man, he's I'm kind of into it because I haven't really screwed around with that in a while, and
Learning a
now
little
he's
more.
showing me a little because I'm a little not advanced, but I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit, but so he can kind of move along with me, and I fucking loving
Not a
it,
beginner.
freaking loving
How
it.
long you been doing that for?
I used to play. I played for over 20, 25 years. like I stopped playing maybe 11 years ago, 12 years ago when I got married and stuff like that. You know, I had to be a grown up.
Drama's tough in the house.
Yeah, it's. But I was living in Dartmouth, and all the shit was in Warwick, Rhode Island, so it was a long commute and stuff like that.
Having the kit with you is always tricky too.
Yeah. Well, cool part about it is the guy teaching me drums right now, Greg Verata, is actually my old guitar player's drummer now. They play in a big cover band that Blue on the Water. They play at the Casino. They're kind of really good cover band, so they get some good gigs. So I got a good guy helping me out here. So
and drumming is the coolest part of the band. I always thought, it's different. It's keeps everything together.
We keep it together.
Yeah, chill in the back.
Keep it together.
Yeah, you gotta have a speed. That's you could take all the lessons you want for drumming and have all the talent, but to have that kind of beat and to be able to keep that beat, that you have to be born with that shit.
Well, speaking of beats, we have a band right now playing. There is we rent out the rooms over here. So there's a band that usually practices a couple days a week. They're not usually here on Wednesday night. This is my night. But I guess they're they're bored and they came here.
It all tanged up.
But you can't hear them, I don't think, because I have the gates on the mic. But
it's not too distracting.
No, it's not. They're not like incredibly loud or nothing.
Good
like
background music for us.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
They're playing for us.
I wish they played some Zeppelin or something.
I thought I heard him talking about it.
Oh, were they?
Yeah. So maybe they will.
Yeah, they're a little on the older gentlemen in there. But,
no stairway denied.
So tonight we have a pretty good show. We have Jake Hixenbaugh on. We have Jon Piersma on at around 9. I think he'll be on. I mean, we did message each other about coming on, but they're training. He just got signed for a big grappling match in a couple of weeks. I think it's probably in Vegas or something like that. Wow. So he didn't know he had that when he booked on the show. So that's going to be a give and take one. But Jake Hixenbaugh will be on in about 5 minutes. He's coming off a big win at NEF 48, I think, at July 30th. Yep. Good kid, young, 24.
He's been on the show before too, right?
Yeah, he was on before. Yep. He's 2-0. Good kid. I think he was on with his coach, I think.
Yeah, we were here. They were both sitting in there chatting. That was shortly after his win, right?
Yeah, the CES win, they came on. And then he got this fight at NEF, and he had a first round guillotine choke finish in there, man.
Very cool.
Headlined the card. It's his second pro fight, and he was the main event.
And he's a young guy too, so he's got a very bright future.
Fought a beast in why can't I think his name? Grimaud, Nathaniel Grimaud, who was a NEF kid. Like the whole place was cheering for him, and Jake went in there and kind of spoiled the party.
Away game.
Yeah, we're gonna talk to him about that tonight and shit. But he's on the rise, 2-0. He had a quick finish, so I mean, he might have a fight coming up in the next couple of months. So
if he's ready to go,
all he wants to do is fight. That's all he talks about.
Good for that. Yep,
so we'll have him on, talk to him, and then Jon Piersma fought the night before. July 29th for CFFC, big promotion. He came away with a first round. I think he won with a guillotine choke too, a mounted guillotine. Almost took the guy's fucking head off.
Good.
Like a minute and a half. So he's 4-1 now, and he's fighting in a big time grappling match in a couple of weeks for the same organization.
Okay.
So they have a big grappling thing they do.
That's the one you said you think is in Vegas?
I think it might be. The one before I think was in Vegas. So this might be in Vegas too. And it's good for him. He gets to go to the performing, the Apex and stuff like that, or
UFC Apex.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Train over there because some of the guys that are on in this event are UFC fighters.
Okay,
signed.
So you can just go do it. Yep.
And at one time he fought a UFC fighter. He beat him in the one of these same events.
Oh, cool.
So it gets his name out there.
Good,
so we'll
good for that. Yeah, right. That's gonna be good. Those are some good fights coming up.
I'm thirsty as
fuck, man. Me too. I was training all evening.
Yeah, I can imagine what you're going through.
Yeah, it's the heater, man.
I'm complaining about heat. You're over there rolling around in 120 degrees with other fucking crazies.
The gym thermometer said 90 degrees, 91 yesterday. So it's sitting outside. If anyone wants to fuck around outside, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
If it's 100 degrees out,
roll around the grass.
Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. It's like we don't want to bring it outside though in the hot days because it's like working outside. You know what I mean? You're like 60 degrees outside training is nice, but
the grass is hot. Everything's hot.
Everything is hot when it's 100 degrees. You could feel the heat radiating off the mats when it's 100 degrees. It's wild. No, you're.
I was gonna ask you, is the sweat bubbling or anything when you?
It's pretty much like a big slip and slide.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and but you got to make sure you get the water back in and the electrolytes. Because I don't drink a lot of Gatorade, Powerade, that kind of shit. But on those days where you can't even keep up with your sweating, you gotta get something else in there.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah,
I can imagine. You can get. I mean, heat stroke from
Absolutely.
if you're not in the sun or just like
yeah,
the
if
heat.
you just
the heat
overheat.
itself.
Sure, if you're not hydrated enough, you can definitely.
I can imagine
heat
that.
exposure. Yep, a couple of guys were all talking about the effects that the heat has been having on us in the gym, and some people get wicked bad headaches all day. Some people throw up.
Yeah, and you guys are training that, and some guys that you train with work outside.
Yeah,
and
they've
they're
been outside all day.
They're all day, and then
Yeah.
they come back and do that.
Yeah,
Fuck. I
well-
saw Greg talking about golfing. He golfed all morning in the heat like that, and then he went and trained in the afternoon.
Yeah, like 36 holes or whatever.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not a golfer, but more power to those guys. It's
I
pretty
tried
cool.
it a couple times. It's
No,
not
I used to
my-
go with my dad, but not for me either. Kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, I'm nowhere near the hole, so it's
No.
like, I don't even want to learn.
They do drink and smoke a lot out there, though. That's the whole thing.
You know what? One day I just drove the caddy around
Yeah.
for them, the golf cart. I was kind of just like, I'll take you there.
Yeah, just hang out,
you know?
right?
I'll grab
Drink.
your clubs and shit like
Yeah,
that.
drink and smoke.
Fuck, hand them a beer.
Caddying seems like it's more fun than whacking that little ball. and
definitely is.
chasing it.
I mean, you give your advice a little bit.
Yeah.
They don't have to listen
Yeah,
to you,
yeah.
but
Give some bad advice.
feel involved.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you should hit that 9-iron.
Yeah, or
Like,
something
shut the
like
fuck
that.
up. You know
Yeah,
what you're talking
exactly. I
about.
don't even know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't even know what the difference between clubs does.
Not at all. I know
No.
the drivers,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
big one.
But the
then
numbers,
you
no, the
go
wedges and
1
shit.
through 9, which one
Makes it go
how
farther
do you
or
know?
something. I think everyone just it falls back to the 9-iron. That's why I
And
just said that.
if you look at them, I don't know how we get on golf, but if you look at them, whatever club they use except for that putter, they kind of hit it just as much.
Yeah, the
you know what I
same
mean?
way,
It's
yeah.
like,
The
but it doesn't go
follow-through.
as far. So there is definitely a fucking
It's all about that pitch.
there's some craziness going on with them clubs that
The
they
secret
know.
we don't know.
They asked the caddy, the iron. Is there a 3 iron? Is there a 3 iron?
I think so. I think it goes like
1 through 9. Is it 1 through 9?
I don't know if there's a 1.
The putter's the 1.
Is it?
Is there a 1?
I don't think there's a 1-iron.
Are you sure there's not a 1?
No, I don't. I'm not sure. I am not sure. People are going to be listening to us fucking pulling their hair out.
I gotta ask.
Jarvis is listening to
is
this
there a
fucking losing his shit.
Yeah, I'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is losing his shit.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. All right, let me message Jake and see.
Cool.
I wonder if he'll hear the band. I don't think he'll hear the band.
I'm not seeing the levels popping, so
I don't know. All right, so yeah, he all right. He hears us through the mic. All right,
Yep.
awesome. All right,
yep, and the gated mic.
we ready, Jake?
Pretty good card. Cage Titans coming up.
Yeah, really good.
Yep.
27th August. Couple of title fights, 2 or 3 title fights on there. Big card. I just talked to a kid yesterday, Jay Kasky, who's fighting on there. He's third fight, amateur. He's fighting a really tough kid from Connecticut. They're both from Connecticut, but fighting a tough kid. So it was a good interview with him, getting that side. He's talked a mad shit about some other, other fighters dropping out, not
Okay.
wanting to fight.
That's
I
pretty
like
common.
shit like that.
Yeah, it's pretty common. People
Gets me in
dropping out.
trouble.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
People say, fucking that fucking shit old fucking podcast. It's all they do is talk shit. Well,
We get that bias, fucking New England MMA.
yeah. Don't get jealous, man. If you want to come on and talk shit, you
Haters
can
gonna
come
hate.
on.
Yeah, call in and let's talk shit.
Oh, there he is. All right, let me see if this works.
These guys are playing Stone songs.
Yeah, they're playing fucking Stones. Like I said, we do. Oh, look at that cuts right there. I'll let him answer first. See how he looks. He might be naked. Hey, what's up? Turn that friggin' phone. What are you doing?
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, they can't see you anyway yet. So take your time.
Technical difficulties.
I just gotta get this hooked
No.
up to my...
No worry. We got Jake Hixenbaugh on the line. He is getting his video connected right now. Jake, you can't hear a band playing in the background, can you?
What's up, brother?
Can you hear a band or anything in the background? We get a band playing down the fucking hall.
You got air playing? You can hear air?
You can hear it? No, I said, can you hear a band playing? Because I got a band playing at the end of the hall over here. You don't know what
I
I'm saying.
can't hear
Yeah.
anything.
Can
No,
you hear
good.
me?
You want me to move spots? I can move spots.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm trying to get this hooked up to my freaking...
Yeah, but as long as you can hear me. Oh, he hung up. That's
it
all
was
right.
looking good for a second.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I think he misunderstood
And
me.
I don't think he can hear the band.
Yeah. I'm calling. Oh, that's there he is.
My bad. Did I hang up on accident?
Yeah, don't worry about
It's
it.
all good.
Can you hear me and stuff? You all right with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, excellent. Let me get up on here.
Yeah, Jake, we were just asking because we got a band playing in the next room if you can hear that music.
Oh no, I can't
Yeah.
hear a band.
Oh,
Perfect.
excellent. Yeah,
Perfect.
there's a band There's a band playing. They're usually not here on a night like this, but they kind of
We can
showed
certainly
up.
hear it.
Look at that. All right, he's right there. Jake Hixenbaugh in the room podcast. What's up, my friend?
What
What's up, Jake?
Dude, congratulations. Big time victory at NEF. I think it was NEF 48. Is that the number we were on?
Yeah, not
Dude.
48.
Dude, how was that experience, bro? You second fight in there and your main event of the card. Did you actually know you were going to be in the main event? Like, where did that pop out of?
Well, honestly, like I saw the card. Like when it was announced, I saw that I was at the top. And like the last one, I'm like, oh shit, I might be main event. And but they kept like for the poster, they kept doing that Lightfoot versus the Raz guy because they're more like I don't know, they're heavyweights and stuff. So I thought they were the main event, and I ended up asking like I think after the weigh-ins, I asked, I was like, hey, where am I at on the card? And he's like, number 16, main event. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's kind of fucking awesome.
You're like,
It
hell
got
yeah.
me more excited for the fight. And I was like, oh, like, hell yeah. And
Well-
let me start this by saying, like, I love Maine. My first time there. The locals are great. They're
I love Maine
super
too.
cool people. I thought I was gonna have to deal with like people booing me coming in, people saying like "fuck you," all this other stuff. Like I don't know, Maine. I didn't know if they're all like, those guys are all nice. They're cool as shit.
Yeah, they're hippies. They smoke weed.
Yeah, they're all potheads and fucking they're all good people. They're
Yep.
definitely mad fight fans in Maine, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Hey, and here's the thing, Jake. You fought their homeboy there in Nathaniel, bro. And that's one of the main reasons probably why you were main event, because that kid sells a ton of fucking tickets and they didn't want people leaving like if you guys, had fought earlier. So that's great for you because you get more eyes on you, man.
Yeah. When I was in there, all I could hear was my 5 dudes from each cheering their asses off. And then they started, like, as soon as they started saying the red corner shit, like, that crowd was deafening, dude. I was like, holy shit, there's mad motherfuckers here still. Like, I honestly, like, when I'm walking through, like, I'm not really looking at, like, the crowd and shit, but, like, I can hear shit. Obviously, we got our senses and all that, but I'm not really looking at the crowd. But I heard it for sure. Usually, like, it's kind of a blur when I'm in my zone, but like, I heard that shit. It came through, like, that was a great crowd out there, man, and like, they had a good dude fucking to cheer for. He's a beast for sure.
Yeah, definitely. He was moving up in weight, and when that fight was announced, the fight against him, I mean, his 2 previous fights, I believe, were at featherweight, his 2 first pro fights. So I didn't understand, what he was going up for. He did great in the 145. Probably just testing himself, man. What'd you feel about? Did he feel like, smaller than a regular 155er that you faced? Or, did the size seem any different?
I think he definitely, like, he was strong. He's a big 45. I fought 45 a lot. That was actually only my second fight at 55. So, like, it was kind of 55 is still a little bit new to me. These guys are like, but even then, I fought a smaller guy. Like, he was bigger than the first guy I fought. He had that dude's shoulders and lats were huge. Like Nate, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
When we shook hands for like right after the weigh-in, I'm like, damn, this dude's got some fucking worker man grip.
He's got some mitts on him.
He's got those big paws. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, he's got some big paws on him.
Well, dude, as far as the fight, man, how'd you feel as far as it? I mean, it started out on the feet. You guys had good movement in there, and then it hit the ground. You took him down and took complete control there, man. How'd you feel about it, and what were you feeling in that cage?
So, I really liked the feeling of the NEF cage. It feels different. Feels a little bit more like it's got that fabric feel to it. Good grip. Uh, you know, it felt slow motion out there. I'm watching it. It looked a lot faster than it felt for sure. Um, I went out there knowing he had really good cardio. So, and I knew he thought that left high kick was coming. Um, I'm smart. I'm smarter than I look for sure, especially these glasses now. I got these, so it makes me more smart.
Intelligent.
But I went to the body a good amount right off the bat, and I knew like it was gonna kind of like stun him because I've never went to the body before in any of my fights. But I've been doing a lot in sparring. It was a little bit of a game plan for this one. It opens up it opened up the head strikes on some of these shots, um, and it got me comfortable in there. One thing I did different in this fight before any of the other fights is I got my footwork going before anything. And like usually, like I'm like, oh, I don't want to get tired. And it ends up screwing me over a little bit and then I feel flat-footed. But that time, like that's what I'm gonna do every fight now. Get my footwork going and all that. I've been doing it in practices all throughout that camp. I worked at my footwork nonstop, and one thing my coaches were saying, and even like the people at Synthesis, they were saying they said, hey, you just got to use your footwork, explode in, and finish with that takedown, and you can get that. And I was a really good wrestler, dude. He dogs people with the wrestling, and it felt good to get that takedown. I knew he wasn't expecting it at all. He was ready for a dogfight. I was ready for a dogfight. I was swinging and changed the pace out there.
Yeah, you did, man. Yeah, it was great, man. Just to watch. I mean, thank God. I mean, I didn't buy the pay-per-view. One of Nate's training buddies went live with it, so I got to watch fucking it live and shit like that. As far as dude, when you got that choke in and you felt it, man, what was going through your head? It's the second time, man. This time, what'd you have? Was it guillotine? Was it the same thing as the
No,
CES?
the first one was rear naked with no legs in.
Oh, okay.
This one. So like when I was inside, or I was in like a half guard on top, you shrimped out. I only had it down in with one like arm right off the bat, and I stuck my chin in the other jugular. The top jugular is a little trick that I just made up on the fly, and I was kind of threading the choke before I even pulled that arm in guillotine, because that's like he wouldn't have tapped that fast. Like I had that choke. I was kind of choking him from before. I'm pretty sure. Like he could probably confirm it, but I had that nice and like so. As soon as I felt him like he was gonna like kind of come over, I was able to just rip that through. And once I had that, I was like, oh, I know this is my best choke. My guillotine's my best choke, so I won't be able to get that on anybody.
Nice. So you sink that in. And what's going through your head? You jump up. What was the crowd like when that happened? As far as cheers, boos, what went on then?
Did you silence them?
When I'm fighting, all I really hear is like my cornermen, and their cornermen. It's like almost like I don't even know how to describe it. Like I can hear like when a clean hit is hit, I can hear like the crowd go whoa or whatever. But when I had the guillotine, I knew I wasn't like the only reason why I went to my back a little bit like for that is because I knew I was gonna finish that choke. I didn't go to my back. I wasn't gonna go to my back until I knew that I had that choke because he's very good on top. If he got out of that choke, and I had to be smart, I had to get up to my feet because he's got some good pressure.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I respect it all, man. Like he's a good dude. He's got a lot of skill. A lot of areas, but I knew once I had that choke, it's my best choke, and that's a wrap.
So you get up, you stand up, you do your little cheer, you roar, and what are you hearing from the crowd? You jump on the top of the cage there, and what's going on?
Dude, I jumped on top. That was the first time I jumped on top of the cage. I jumped on top. I was expecting to get boos and stuff, so I was ready to go up and like
you wanted it.
Flip people off, but no one booed me and stuff. But they're kind of a little quiet.
They're
but like
polite up there.
I heard some cheers still. I heard my boys cheering. I went over. I almost stuck my middle finger up. Then I was like, oh shit, I can't be doing that. So I just went boom,
And
gave
you,
him the shush because that's what I did.
There you go.
that's fucking awesome. And Jake, when this fight was, when Lars told me about this fight and stuff like that, it was booked a day or two after you and I think Jacob were on the podcast with us recapping the CES fight or something like that.
Yeah.
But when the fight was made, I mean, Nathaniel's a friend of mine. I've interviewed him a lot. You know what I mean? You guys are two young prospects coming up. So it was tough for me with this fight. You know what I mean? It's like, where'd he go? That's all right, my man. But it was tough for me for you guys. You know, when I have two kind of friends, fighters going after each other, and then you guys are two big prospects. You know what I mean? So, but it's a great fight, and I'm glad you guys were all class during that, and I'm glad Neff and the fans treated you very well, and it was all respect all the way around, and I'm very happy that's the way it went.
Oh yeah, dude, that you'll be back for sure. One thing, like we talked a little bit on Instagram after the fight, like a day or two after the fight. He's a cool dude, man. If I ever go back up there, I'll definitely train with the guy. He's definitely a really cool dude for sure. Like he's definitely gonna. He's got it too, man. He's got it. It was just my night that night. I felt like no one was stopping me that night, no matter what. I had it. I had my range down really good, and I had my pace down really good. So I knew like no matter what, man, I couldn't let that one slip out. He was very good, but he's very young still. He got a lot to learn in this game. He knows he's gonna go back to 45. He said, and he's gonna kill it at 40. I'm a big 55er as it is, like tall wise, like 6'2". So like, if you're gonna like go up, then like I might have been not the best matchup for going up. You might have wanted to go up against somebody a little smaller. I know that like all my other fights were at 45 and all that, so it seemed like it was good. But I grew a lot here. Put in a lot of work this past year, like with my strength and conditioning. So that's been like helping a shit ton.
Look at them shoulders. Look at those shoulders. Look at those rounded shoulders right there popping out.
I just shoulder day to day.
Pumpy. That's why they're pumpy.
That's why they're pumping out. Did you ride your skateboard this week at any time there, Jake? You get that in?
What'd you say?
You ride your skateboard this week? Did you ride it at all?
I have not since the fight. I've been like just getting some of our guys ready. And like instantly Monday, I texted John right after my fight. Texted him 2-0 because like right after his fight, I was like, "Nice job." He goes, "You're next, bro," and all this. Like, and he texted me that day a few times, and like right after I was like 2-0, and he said, "Good shit." Basically, I'll see you Monday.
Yeah, exactly. Back to practice.
Back to work.
Yeah. Nobody cares.
Also
Work
getting
harder.
Some guys ready for their amateur debuts, and so it was one of my best friends. He's going to be making his amateur debut in September, Anthony, and then another guy that I train with, Alex. He's going to be making his amateur debut.
Where are they going to be fighting?
So I'm pretty sure Anthony's going to be fighting in Buffalo, and then that's going to be like on the 3rd or 4th, and then Alex will be fighting in Rochester, our home city, in
Nice.
17.
Well, my friend, what's going on with you? That was a quick fight. 2 quick fights. CES and then Neff. What's going on as far as getting back in there? Is there a timeline as far as I know you want to fight a bunch of times, but what's going on with that end?
Yeah, we were gonna. I could have made a quick turnaround again. I got some offers for September, but like,
Of course.
we wanted to get a little bit. I wasn't able to get back to like up to 180 and all that. Kind of was not as good of a cut for my second fight. I'm gonna be real about it. It was like I just stayed down for a little bit longer. I wasn't able to get back up, be fully like myself and stuff. But probably October. We got some offers there. Nothing in stone yet, so I'm not gonna really spill anything. But we're looking at October for my next fight for sure. And then right after that, probably enjoy some time with the family and the holidays, and then get back to it.
What?
4-0.
What? Yeah, exactly, man. It won't be a bad 2022 for you, my friend. So, as far as Jonathan, I just saw he's supposed to be on the show in a little bit. I'm not sure, as far as if he'll be on or not. But I did see that he's fighting for CFFC in the pro grappling event again, man. Did you hear? Did you know about that? When the hell was that booked with him?
He said that on Monday that he was doing that just to stay active until he gets his next fight. I'm sure he'll go in there and how he's been looking, how he's been feeling. He's probably gonna go in there and wreck that dude, and then come back in and get into the cage and wreck another motherfucker because he's a beast, and that's one dude that he's going places, man. Sure.
Yeah, that was a great finish, man. What'd you think of that one, man? He almost tore the kid's friggin' head off there. As far as
I saw him do that, and I was like, I want to do the exact same thing. I was like, wow, that dude. I didn't get it as fast as him. Got the guillotine too. It wasn't as crazy as his, but I lost by 40 seconds, but it's all right.
That's all right, man. He's got a couple of pro fights on you, so you'll catch up to the kid
quicker next time, right?
Yeah. Dude, that was his last fight on his contract. I'm sure they're going to be negotiating something else, especially with him fighting for their pro grappling series there. So that kid's got, like you said, man, he's going places.
Oh yeah.
So, you're going places too, kid, man.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
We work together, man.
Exactly.
I work with him a good amount, like at least 2 days a week or one. Like we spar a good amount. We've been sparring for years. And now I'm gonna start going to his place on Sundays and shit. Well, I have before, but I'm like for the camps and stuff. Get more work in with him. Liam, obviously Jake. I work with Jake all the time. My boys Grady Anthony and all them here. But like over there at Synthesis, I'm gonna be going there on Sundays too more to get some work with more of the pro guys, bigger guys. But if I can deal with the big guys, I can deal with these 55ers and shit. Obviously Jake has more of a pace than any 55er I've ever met. Dude, that dude's out. So if I can keep up with him, I can keep up with anybody.
Excellent, man. You want to ask him anything, Tommy?
Yeah. What was it like having to wait as you were the main event, the last fight, getting cooled off? Was it hard staying warm? Was it hard getting yourself ready to go after a couple hours?
Honestly, it was like it happened so fast.
Mm-hmm. You just pumped
that
anyway.
That whole card just happened like I was just like yeah, I got a few hours till I gotta warm up, and the next thing I know, like first round finish, first round finish, first round finish, first round finish. I'm like up in about like an hour.
Yeah, it could go quicker than you expect.
15 minutes later, they're like, you're next. I'm like, oh shit. I'm hitting the pads that like my corner will tell you different. They'll say I was looking sharp in the back. I felt not sharp. I felt like an inch off.
Okay.
But once I got in there, I felt like different. I felt like I was in my zone.
You got that inch back.
It was like I said, when it's new to me and I really just know like I can't let that opportunity slip, I'm not going to. I'm going to do everything I can and be as smart as I can to do it. Execute the game plan, what we wanted to do. And we did it exactly.
You definitely
did what I said I was going to do to the team. Like, I don't spill anything. Obviously, I wouldn't give you guys any sort of like prediction on any of that. I don't predict my fights or anything.
Come on, tell us exactly what you're going to do.
I keep my mind open, but to the team, we knew what I wanted to do, and that was it.
Excellent. Dude, first time fighting outside, too. How was that?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, and like you said, it was a quick card. So it was like, it still looked like it was light out in most of the fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, it was
That is crazy.
9:30 after my fight. Like what? The whole card was 16 fights in 2.5 hours.
Wow. Yeah.
Like
That's
everybody came to fight that day.
Yeah.
Everybody came to fight that day. I fucking loved it.
yeah, and
I
I
was
guess
able to watch it. Everybody was like coming in, boom, boom, boom. They give me. Nate walked up to me before the fight, and like he's a cool ass dude. Like we shook hands on fight day. It's the first time I've done that with any of my opponents.
Yeah.
Shook hands on fight day. Talked to him for a second. He said he wanted a Bone versus Barrett fight, so I came out throwing hands. That's what I wanted to a little bit, but I moved my head. Like I don't stop moving. Like it's hard to hit me. It's hard. Like it's my main thing. I study MVP. I study Stephen Thompson. I study those guys. Never took in karate or anything like that, but I study all the strikers that don't get hit.
Dominic Cruz.
Nice, my man. Well, the face,
Dogfight, boom.
yeah, the face is still shining over there, bro. No marks, no blemishes.
The moneymaker.
Yeah,
A little oily right now from practice, but
Are you at where you at Bone right now?
yeah. Bones is over there right now. I'm in like the dojo. We're right next to like a karate dojo that we're able to use also,
Oh, great,
but
great.
it's not like affiliated with us or anything.
All right,
They
cool.
just had practice that just ended.
Awesome, my man. Well, dude, anything else you want to say before I let you go and give you a shout outs and shit, man? You know, you said October. You're looking around October for that next are you looking to coming back to New England in October?
Oh yeah.
All right
New
then.
England, October,
All
yeah.
right then.
Okay,
All right, that's
okay.
all I
Oh,
needed.
yeah.
That's
Yep.
all I needed to know.
Massachusetts, probably.
All right. I might know. I might know where we're getting at. All right, dude.
Yeah, You should know exactly where. we're
Hey, let me
getting
ask you a question. When's Mr. Bone gonna be ready? I know he had a tough fight, not too long ago, but
at. Bone and I are gonna be probably on the same card for our next fight. So,
excellent, dude.
we're looking at that. Go in there, smoke my dude, whoever it is. I don't know. Got some names, but give him the energy. He's gonna go and smoke his dude.
Awesome, my
I know
man.
who he's fighting, and I think he's gonna smoke him.
Excellent.
If I want to be honest with it, you know.
All right.
I'm back. I'm gonna get to the shout outs now.
Yeah, because you're giving me
Shout
beans.
out Sweet Heel, shout out Grippo, and shout out Beyond Driven. My sponsors for that fight. You guys helped me tremendously. Thank you guys so much. Also, shout out to my team, Grady and Jake, my two cornermen. Those guys fucking get me in the best mindset I've ever had, man. Ever since Grady moved back, our team has been way better. He's gone for a while, but he's been back this year, as of this year, and back on track.
Excellent, my man.
That's
Well,
what's up.
dude, God, pleasure watching you fight again and getting that big win. And thanks again for coming on. I know we were scheduled to come on last week, but we had that Tuesday night contender series, and it was like a fucking 3-hour marathon. I was with Lars and Travis, and
Yeah.
and
Honestly,
yeah,
dude, I forgot about that, and then once you were like, oh shit, dude, I forgot the contender series, and I'm like, oh shit, because I was excited for that, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
Good ones.
I wanted those two motherfuckers to both get them contracts. It's all right. Controller will be back.
Yeah.
He's gonna get it back. He's gonna do it. He's a fucking beast. Training out of Lausanne.
Yep.
And,
Oh, yeah.
Also, Billy Goff. Honestly, I heard about that dude a few months ago, and ever since I heard about that dude, I never stopped hearing about that dude.
yeah,
I
it's
saw
great.
him in
Yeah.
every post. I was like, damn, I like this guy.
Yeah, he's the man around
That
here.
fight was crazy,
Yeah.
bro. That fight was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that dude now. So,
Definitely.
I'm gonna go far.
Awesome, my man.
What I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's
On top.
he's definitely gonna go fight. He's only 24 years old too, man. He's a young,
He's a year older than me.
yeah, he's a young cat, dude. So, hey, with that said, bro, next year you could be on that contender yourself. You know what I mean?
100%.
4
yeah.
4-0, 5-0, man. That's all it takes, bro.
Hell yeah.
And we'll be cheering for you on that.
No, we won't.
Oh, God.
All right, Jake. I do. Jonathan is going to come on. He's going to come on around 9 o'clock. So I'm going to talk to Tommy for a little while. We're going to talk a little bit about you, and then we'll get to John. But I appreciate your time, my man, and we'll talk again when you make that matchup announcement. We'll talk all about it.
Hell yeah.
Let us know first.
I'll be seeing you guys. Thank you for having me on.
All right, my man. Thanks a lot, Jake.
Thanks,
You have a
Jake,
great
man.
night.
Hell yeah.
Awesome kid. He's a fucking good kid.
Yep.
Awesome.
And he's a great fighter too. So when these kids start blowing up, man,
Yeah, 2-0. The kid, I mean,
look at him clean
he's
too.
his first amateur fight. He never was in a fist fight in his life, not even in the schoolyard.
Oh, jeez.
And he knocked the kid out in his first amateur fight. And his whole amateur fight, it was all tough fights. It was never, a give me fight or something. It was always tough fights, and
Good.
that's why they get to where they are.
Yeah, that's serious shit.
As pros and early in their career. And I mean, he fought a beast in Nathaniel Grimard. That kid's a legit beast. Amateur champion, and then 2-0 as pro, and then
yeah,
Jake goes in there and does this.
handles business.
Yeah, man. So he's a big wrestling guy.
Yeah.
Wrestling since I think he said he's 4 years old. or
Yeah,
something.
that's his main discipline, wrestling.
And now he's big time in a jiu-jitsu school, getting a lot of good striking from other coaches there. So
Yep.
cool.
Getting those finishes, man. That's the jits.
I'm so happy that the band, they couldn't hear the fucking
Yeah,
band.
yeah, that's good. That's good for a future reference.
Fuck, my guy. So we got about 10 minutes before John comes
Cool.
on, man. What do you want to talk about, dude?
How about the Ultimate Fighter?
The Ultimate Fighter. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tuesday, Connor Matthews had a tough fight. And the way we were speaking, that could have been a UFC fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the guy he fought, legit. He got a contract. If Connor fought anyone else but that kid, he probably would have won.
Yeah, yeah.
That kid was just like fucking, he was on
Yeah,
that night.
They were both slugging it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Connor will be back. He and Dana even said, like, even the guys that lost, some
Yeah.
of them will be back.
Sure.
I mean,
he was looking at it.
they were going at it, man.
Yep.
So, Billy Goff, big fight. I
Okay. talked
talked to him after too.
I
He
know.
actually called in.
Yep.
We were going live on the show.
I was watching a little bit of that.
Yeah, I had no idea. I was like, fucking.
That's
funny.
cool, man.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. He was probably, you could hear like the other fight going on and them calling it or announcing it while he was in the. It was like
Yeah,
kind of Twilight Zone.
yeah, that's
You know what I
serious
mean?
shit, Yeah.
A little bizarre.
Yeah, Colin from the Apex Center.
Yeah, a little bizarre for me, man. So I don't know who else is going to be on it in New England. I haven't heard like anything big announcements there, but
Not yet. As it goes, they don't announce that too far in advance.
no, they're still filling out the cards.
Yeah.
You know who does MMA Junkie does like they'll throw an article out and they'll go they'll have all the contender series, all the up to date ones. But they update the article and fill in the names as they get,
Okay.
signed.
Yeah.
And I saw Dana in a press conference yesterday, a day before, talking about, there's still like 8 weeks or 8 to 10 weeks left of the contender. I mean,
Okay.
there's people out
Each
there.
week?
What's that?
Every week?
There's still 8
Yeah.
more weeks.
Yeah.
So until, for this season. So what he's saying is like this fighters that haven't even been booked yet.
Sure.
This fight is out there.
They don't even know they're on it.
No,
Yeah.
they don't even know they're on it. I think, Tuesday a kid won that's only he became 2-0, and Dana says I want him to get another win or something. So I think he's going to have him on again this season because the kid had a quick finish, no injuries, nothing.
Didn't show too much.
Yeah. So
That's like the Cage Titans champs. They're like 2-0.
what's that?
Cage Titans champs is like, they have low
Exactly.
amounts
Yeah,
of cost.
exactly. So I mean, you go on the contender series. I mean, Dana wanted to see what the kid was made of, and he did, and give him another shot.
Yeah, see it again.
I mean, that's what happened. I think that happened with William Knight too. He didn't get he got like a what's it called? Like they give him the deal to bring him up, kind of, but they don't sign him
What
to
do
the
they
UFC.
call that?
Developmental.
Yes, yep.
All right.
Exactly.
So so I don't know. I don't think this kid got it. I think he's just like either fight another regional fight or same thing with Chase Hooper. I think he's doing great now.
Even though they get the win, that doesn't mean they get the.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes he just thinks you're not ready. I mean, he doesn't want to throw you in
He
there.
knows,
He's trying to make prospects here and shit like that.
Yeah, it's like a farm league thing.
Yeah. So
Cool. That's all
Yeah.
good stuff. I like that.
So there'll be more of our fighters on, hopefully, this
There's,
season.
there's always a
sometime.
good handful of New England guys.
Yeah. I would Duma or someone like that.
Duma ain't losing nothing. I was
Fucking-
just with him. Yeah, all these guys. Dion, fucking Rubio, all these guys. And I'm such a Triforce homer. I'm such a
Of
local
course, there's
homer.
nothing wrong with that.
But these guys are gonna be fucking making moves.
I talked to Dion after the Billy fight. Dion fought Billy.
I know
as
that
an
was like
amateur.
their
Beat him-
first fight,
yeah,
right?
it was their
That was
first
both-
fight. So Dion totally respects Billy.
Oh yeah. Dion would never say a bad thing about
And
anyone.
Dion's like, if he can make it,
Mhm.
I know I can
Absolutely.
make it. You know, and it gives you that, gives these other fighters like a path or like
Sure.
a
Yeah.
fight. Like, you
Absolutely.
know what I mean? This guy, because Billy lost like a couple of fighters as an amateur, a couple of fights, got choked out as an amateur, and then came right back. And then just in pro, he lost a couple of fights against like great competition. One kid just gave him a cut, but that kid was ready for the big time. 5 fights in.
Sure. Yeah, you can when you know, and sometimes it takes a couple to see it. And a lot of these guys who come through here, who we talk to, who we train with, and hang out with, and talk to, are be fucking doing good things.
So to give you a little background on Jon Piersma, who will be on, Jonathan Piersma. His dad's John.
Yeah. I'm
He
Tommy, my
is
dad's son.
4-1. Is a CFFC kid. CFFC is like a gateway to the UFC. They have a lot of fighters that go. A lot of fighters on the Contender Series from there. So he's 4-1. The kid should be fucking 5-1. One of his fights was a no contest because he got the dude in a fucking almond guillotine, and the ref called the fight or the kid tapped.
Okay, so they said, "Oh, I didn't tap."
He
and-
didn't tap.
Yeah.
We all knew he wasn't going to get out of that. You know what I mean? We all knew. But the
Similar
kid
thing in-
appealed it, blah, 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 blah. They took that fight away. I think we tried to get that rematch. The kid ended up fighting for somewhere else because it's going to be same thing. And then John had another fight after that. So he was 3-0. 3-0-1. And he had another fight after that. And he rode this guy's back for like 2.5 rounds. Controlled him and everything, and he lost a split decision.
Oh, that's
Because he didn't, not much striking involved. There was more grappling.
a lot of controlling and
Yeah.
positions.
This fight, he fucking took this guy right out, guillotine mounted, and then he called out the dude that he lost the split decision against, that he wants that fight back because he knows he won. He says, I won that fight.
Yeah,
Now
right?
I'm going to really show you that I can win that fight. So I don't know if that's going to be his next matchup.
Matchmakers.
Yeah, and it's like, management might just say, we don't need to go by that again. Let's go after something new. You know what I mean? But his next fight, he's 4-1 now. He gets 5-1. He's looking for a belt, or he could be on Contender Series by the end of the fucking year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's.
I mean, he's 4-1 right now. He's maybe a fight or two away from the Contender
there
Series.
you go.
If he gets one fight, maybe in the next couple of months, the Contender Series is probably going to be over by then. But
Next season.
next year,
Yeah. Next season. Happens every year.
he's grappling in 2 weeks for that same organization,
Okay.
so he's staying busy.
That's good.
I think he gets paid It's pro grappling, so I think he gets a paycheck for
Yeah,
that.
you don't get punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then he gets to, he gets to use all the facilities.
Oh,
He
yeah.
gets to schmooze around with all the.
Then the next week later, he
Okay.
goes for a MMA fight, and then you get punched in the face.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. That's what you're.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, if you're-
He's an
that's-
incredible grappler too. So.
Maybe not punch in the face. My training partner Kyle Pavo, who's having his MMA debut at Cage Titans coming up, he's won a couple grappling matches and stuff. Same thing. I was talking to him in the gym, and I says, oh, you punching and kicking in this fight? He says, yeah, because I didn't know if it was grappling or
Yeah,
MMA.
yeah,
He says,
yeah.
yeah. And I said, well, just try to grapple him and don't get punched and kicked.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
Go to your strong point.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially your amateur debut. There's a lot of grappling going on in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because he's had a couple grappling pro fights or amateur fights. The last team grappling that was on Cage Titans, he was part of it. I think this is an MMA one too. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. So
Cool,
yeah,
man.
yeah, he's a good kid.
Yeah, I was at that. I don't know which
Yeah.
kid he was, but what
He was the younger kid with the ponytail,
is he?
darker skin.
Yeah, all
Yep,
right.
yep.
Yeah. Go,
Younger.
a lot
He's
of leg lock. Go
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
leg lock
Oh
nut.
yeah.
Yeah, all right then.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen. I think I've seen him in a couple of
Sure.
them group matches, man.
Yeah, either the group matches or just the regular grapplings over there.
Oh, super fight or something like
exactly.
that.
Super fights,
Yeah.
exactly.
Great.
Yeah, so he fucking twists me
So
around.
he's going to be making his MMA
I'm pretty sure
debut.
he's doing MMA this fight, so I'm pretty sure it's his MMA debut.
Okay.
Yep.
And here's the thing. I don't know the exact rules
Mhm.
the first fight in
Right.
MMA. If you can ground and pound, I think you can
Yeah,
here
yeah.
in Mass.
Or
One
amateur to
of my
pro.
buddies fought in New York. One of my amateur friends. It was his second amateur fight. He couldn't ground and pound, so it was more like a fucking grappling match.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So if you got the kid in like a dominant position on the ground,
Yeah.
he can't do
Can't punch.
anything, soften him up to try nothing.
Yeah, you can't
It was like
punch to
he
get
lost a grappling match. He was knocking this kid on the ground, but then when he got on the ground, the kid was a better grappler. So the kid was just holding him down, but he couldn't do anything to soften the kid up. You can't
punch from
hit.
the bottom and
You
stuff.
can't hit anywhere, so
no.
you can't hit he's basically on the ground. I mean,
That sucks.
I'm like, that sucks. He goes, well, next time I'm in Massachusetts, so I can ground and
your
pound.
face.
You know what I mean? I had no idea the rules were going to be
No,
like that.
that's a weird. That'd be like almost saying no submissions.
It's
in a
New
fucking
York.
match. Yeah.
I guess
New
it's
York's commission is
they're-
tough.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
it's
new.
their thing, but it really fucking
That sucks.
it's a boner killer, dude.
Yeah.
It's a
Why,
fucking
why would you
boner
watch
killer.
MMA if you can't ground and pound?
Yeah, I mean, it's all on the feet, and of course, a grappler's going to take you down and lay on you.
Yep.
Especially when you get a striker he was knocking him on the ground like every other minute.
If you're even on the bottom in there having them in the guard, you can pepper them
Yeah,
up to get the
just to
submission.
soften up
Yeah,
something, but you
yeah.
can't even fucking do that.
No,
Punch
it's
him in the
crazy.
fucking body.
Have you seen
Nuts.
any of these combat jiu-jitsu matches where they slap the shit out of each other?
Yeah,
That's so silly.
I saw actually Johnny Campbell against John Doomer in that.
Oh yeah, I saw that one too. Yep, slashing each other.
Yeah, I've actually been part of a couple
Nice.
of them with the Enigma.
That's a
thing.
pretty famous fight, Duma versus Cupcakes. It's always on the BJJ Fanatics.
Yeah, that was my
things.
video.
Yeah, was it yours?
Yeah, it was my
okay,
fucking
nice,
video.
nice. Yeah, right.
It was my
Because
video.
that'll pop up on
And
a thing.
some kid shared it, and all of a sudden everyone stole
Right,
it on Instagram.
right.
It's my fucking
Oh,
video.
yeah.
It's
Awesome.
great.
Yeah, because
It's
it'll
great.
pop up, and then you'll see all the comments like, "Oh, these guys are
Giving them gorilla.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's that? Gorilla fucking fighters? Yeah,
Exactly.
they were fucking. Dude, I was laughing because everybody was tagging me in the
Yep.
beginning, like the big time BJJ
Mhm.
things. But once it gets out of hand, no one knows where it came
Yeah, it's
from
not
after
yours
that.
anymore.
But again, that's my video.
Yep,
Like,
nice.
it's fucking
Yep.
awesome.
And that's a good match too. Those guys were going.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, Johnny looked great, and he just ran out of gas. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So, let me see if ready.
Speaking of Johns,
Sure.
John, and John.
Jon Piersma. Oh, the band stopped. Yeah, we won't have John on too long. Maybe 15 minutes.
What else, Clever?
Oh, there he is right there. Let's see what he says. All right, you said yeah. If this works. Jon Piersma, man, what's going on, bro?
How's it going?
It's
What's
going
up?
well, bro. Let me get you in here. Oh, perfect. You look great, man.
Thank you.
Let me get the Hixenbaugh kid's name out of there and get yours in there.
No.
Jake was just on. He talked very highly of you, my friend. He was very jealous though that he couldn't get that same submission you got
Or in the same time.
at the same
Yeah.
time. You beat,
Yeah, I was a little faster.
yeah, you beat him by 40 seconds. He wasn't too happy about that.
It'll give him something to strive for. Give him something to work on.
Hey, hey, John, with that said, man, congratulations on a great finish, quick finish, and a real scary looking, hurtful one that I would never want to be a part of, bro.
Thank you.
That one looked like it sucked to get done to you.
Well, John, man, how'd it feel, bro? What, you're 4-1 now, correct? 4-1?
Yeah, 4-1 officially. Yeah,
Yeah, you should be 5-1. Yeah, 6-0, actually.
could be 6. Yeah, 4-1.
Well, before we get to like, you should be 6-0. How'd you feel about that fight, John? You went in there and just handled business, and you took that kid out real quick. Did you feel that it was gonna kind of go that way for you?
Yeah. I mean, I was very confident. Physically, he wasn't gonna be able to match up with me. No, but we trained hard and didn't underestimate it. Especially coming off that loss, we needed things to go right. So yeah, we took it serious. But yeah, I was pretty confident. I knew I was gonna overwhelm him.
Well, as far as the fight, beginning on the feet, I think I don't know if he tripped you or he had control first, and then you reversed it, and then right from there the 50-50, and then you just jumped on your neck. What'd you feel in the beginning of that fight when you guys were going toe to toe a little bit, and then you guys got into that little grappling?
Yeah, I mean, it kind of went about how we trained. I kind of walked him down. He backed up. I was actually surprised he didn't really go at me at all on the feet. He kind of pretty hesitant. I think he was worried to get taken down, probably.
Yep.
But he was very kind of timid. So then once I got on the fence, I shot in, took him down, kind of scrambled up. We knew he was kind of scrambly. We scrambled up, and then we scrambled up. I got the body lock in the front. Yeah, he threw me off because he went totally limp. Gave me no resistance, so it kind of threw me off for a second. Then he wanted that throw, being so tall, he had to leverage. So he hit that throw, and I was pissed because I was like, this dude has no business throwing me. So then I was like, nah, I'm not having this. So that's when I scrambled back up, grabbed the neck, and it was over.
Dude, what's that feeling like, man, when you're on top of there? And I mean, it was almost like squeezing, a pimple out of your forehead, man. Things were ready to explode over there.
Yeah, as soon as I grabbed his neck initially standing, I mean, one, his neck was so long and skinny, and two,
Easy target.
Once I grabbed that, it was so deep, I knew it was over.
So, John, you get that win, you get up, man, and then you get interviewed after the fight, bro. You were kind of you were lit up, bro. You were a little bit you had some words to say, man. I didn't know you were looking for something. You want a rematch. Is that something you're still looking for, or was that just kind of an emotion thing that night?
No, I want that fight again, sure, because just the way it went down, the way, I lost a questionable split decision, the shit he did after the fight, all that. I would just like to go in there, smash him, right that wrong. So yeah, I would like to do that if I could. I don't think you probably will. Would want to do that unless it was for a title. But I don't think he would want to fight me again, because I think he'd probably just be like, oh, I fucking beat him, so I don't have to fight him again, because he knows this time I'd fucking smash him. So yeah, I really did want that fight again. That's why I called him out. Talked to Rob, the owner, said I really want that fight. They seem interested in it, but realistically, I don't know. I don't think he'll probably want to do it. Like I said, unless it was for a title. But whatever. If I get it, that'd be great. If not, I'm just trying to get back in there pretty soon. So I just want to get back in there. So if I can get it, that'd be cool. If not, whatever. Just move on to the next one.
As far as getting back in there, is there a timeline? Because you got something coming up in a couple of weeks we're going to talk about. But as far as the cage, I mean, you had a quick finish in there, came out unscathed, man. What's your timeline as far as if you can say?
Probably anytime in October, mid-October. That's ideal right now. That's what we're shooting for. We got to get things figured out, CFFC. But yeah, mid-October. I've taken the last couple weeks. I mean, I was right back to my normal training. All I have to do is just jump back on my diet seriously, and I'll be ready to go mid-October.
Well, I know that was your last fight on CFFC's contract that you had. Is you believe that you'll get another one with them as far as heading into that next fight? Because dude, you are a face for them. You're on their grappling matches. You're choking people all around the place in different ways. What are you thinking about, signing and something happen with that?
I think so. I mean, I haven't talked to anyone. I mean, Lars said he's supposed to be probably talking with Arias, the matchmaker, tomorrow. But seems like they probably definitely want to have me back. So Lars is going to talk to them and get that part figured out. But I mean, I imagine they probably want me fighting with them, and I definitely want to stay fighting with them. As far as regional promotions go, they're probably the best one on the East Coast for sure. So I mean, why wouldn't I want to stay fighting with them? But I just want to fight in October. Hopefully, it's with them. But yeah, I just want to fight in October sometime.
John, just to backtrack a little bit, the commentators, when they were talking about you and your opponent and talking about your last fight, man, they were really they weren't holding back. They were saying the same thing that you know, a lot of people said you lost that fight before, man. I mean, you won that fight that you lost in a split decision, man. They're really high on you. John Morgan was going crazy after that finish. You know, who's the other Andre? What was the other guy that?
Andre Petrovsky.
Yeah, he was really high on you. Did you train with
Oh, I
him a
know
little
him.
bit? Like, what goes on with you? He was like really talking highly of you.
No, I've never trained with him. I think he also commentated my fight, last one.
He's a
Or-
killer wrestler.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Petrovsky.
He's a great
Yep.
great fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was really high on you, and he was the one they interviewed you in the cage afterwards, which was pretty fucking good, man. John was lit up in there. John, you're 4-1, man. You get that fight in October, you be 5-1. This guy's, you know, I think the Contender Series will be winding down at that point. I'm not sure, but is that a potential for you? Like the next time? I mean, you could be 5 or 6-1 by the time the Contenders. So, like, what's your outlook here, and your what's kind of your path to the UFC at this point?
I don't really know, for sure. I mean, yeah, that obviously be awesome if I got, chance like a Contender Series or something like that. But I'm not so much worried about that at the moment. I'm just more worried about getting fights, getting experience, training. Like I don't think I need to rush it. Like I want to be ready when I get that chance. I mean, I feel confident where I'm at right now that I watched the show and watched the guys at 170, and I feel confident like, oh, I can fight these guys, for sure. But there's no rush. I want to be 100% ready when I get that chance, and if I got to stack up a couple more wins first, then that's all right. But I mean, yeah, realistically, within the next year, if I can win, 2, 3, 4 more fights, then hopefully, some bigger opportunities are calling.
Excellent, my man. Well, dude, you got another opportunity in a couple of weeks here, man. You're fighting for CFFC Pro Grappling, bro. I think this is like your third or fourth time fight.
Yeah, third time I've done it.
Dude, man, how excited are you? You just get out of the cage, you choke someone out, and now you get to do it again in a couple of weeks, just out of the event, just based on grappling with some UFC fighters in there amongst the card. That man, how excited are you?
Yeah, they're always fun to do. It's good exposure. It's just fun competing. Competing in grappling, it's not as obviously I'm going there to win. Not as serious as a fight. If I'm gonna get punched or kicked in the head or anything like that. So that's always fun to be able to compete. It's a little bit lighter. But yeah, I knew they were doing that card like a while back. So I messaged a guy like before even my last fight and told him that to give me a match, and he messaged me back like a week ago and said, "We got a match for it if you want to do it." I was like, "Yeah, for sure." Yeah, so it's always fun going down there. It's as far as grappling wise going, it's probably one of the best grappling shows that put on anywhere. So yeah, it's really cool. I love going down there, competing, make a few bucks.
Yeah, exactly. You get paid. Also, is this in Vegas? This show?
No, this is in Philly.
Okay. Oh, so not too far from home. I mean,
Yeah.
So excellent, man. As far as people heading there, is you gonna have some fans in the crowd coming to take the ride?
I might. I got some family down there, so I always have some Pennsylvania people. That'll probably come watch. Yeah.
Anything you know about the guy that you're facing, or they just throw a body at you?
Kind of just threw me a guy. I know he was professional. He has professional fights. I think he might have fought for Bellator and CFFC. Black belt. He trains at Henzo Gracie Philly, which is a really good school, which is a really good gym. He was actually on the last one I did. I saw he had a win. So yeah, he's pretty good. So it'll be a good match.
Hey, dude, as far as the rule set, man, it's kind of, I mean, it's it's weird how what is the rule set? And
So it's so the last one I was on, the match was terrible, but the rule said it's sub only. So the only way you can win in the time limit is a submission. I think my match was 8 minutes, so it's 8 minutes sub only. And then after 8 minutes, it's the judge's decision. So my last match was super boring because came out, the guy sat down. He's known for his leg locks. He sat down, guard, and tried to leg lock me for 8 minutes, but he couldn't. But I also couldn't pass his guard, so it's pretty much a whole bunch of nothing happened. Because he didn't really want to take a chance and do anything besides attack my leg. I couldn't really pass his guard, so yeah, nothing really happened. And he ended up getting a decision because he entered on my leg for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and like
that was the only significant thing to happen. So I guess they gave him a decision. So whatever. But so actually, when I messaged the guy who runs it, I messaged him like, "Hey, I want to be on the card, but give me someone who's gonna wrestle, who's gonna scramble." So I think this kid is more my style. So it'll be more fun.
Excellent. Do you do you get the same pay whether you win or lose the match?
Yeah, they're not paying a lot for this. Just because they said this show didn't have as big of a budget as like the one they did when they had all the UFC guys. But yeah, they're giving me some money. They'll cover like travel and stuff.
Oh, great.
But, yeah, it's win or lose, doesn't matter. They're just gonna give me some money.
All right.
Cover like travel and stuff. Yeah.
Excellent, man. Well, we'll be watching it. It'll be on Fight Pass as always. Well, with that said, John, do you want to ask anything? We got another jiu-jitsu guy in there. He's
What's up, man?
He's only a blue belt,
Oh,
John,
yeah.
and I'm sure your eyes roll black when you hear blue belt.
Well, technically, I'm only a purple belt.
Oh, there you go.
I'm only a purple belt.
Bunch of my guys got their purples today, so I'm super proud of them.
So, anything you want to ask, John?
No, just the grappling matches. Do you prefer these grappling matches over the MMA, or what do you prefer?
Well, I mean, MMA is kind of my career, and that's just going to take me places type thing.
Right.
But I've always loved grappling, so it's kind of like something that's fun to do, and I still get to compete.
Get a little money.
I really like competing no-gi grappling. I like doing bigger tournaments against high-level guys, so I really enjoy grappling. But I mean, fighting's more so like
MMA is the bread and butter.
My career is going to take me somewhere.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's gonna be champ someday.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be. That's gonna be rich at that. John, a couple more things, man. Jake Hixenbaugh, one of your training partners there, you like to throw around a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
He had a big time finish on Saturday, man. What'd you think of that? That young kid coming out 2-0, second first round finish. He's a good kid, man. He's full of spirit. What do you think of that little spitfire?
Yeah, that was awesome. I knew kid he fought was like 2-0 or something, and like the hometown guy. So to go up there and to get a finish like that was pretty awesome. That's a pretty good start to his career. 2-0 in 2 months, start his career. Yeah, he's got a lot of potential. I've been training with him for a while now, for years. He's been coming up and training with us a little more often lately, and yeah, he's gotten a lot better over the last couple of months. And he's got a lot of potential. He's gonna be good.
Excellent, my man. He said something about October. Him and Jake are probably or most definitely going to be on the same card together somewhere in Mass, so I can't wait for that, dude. So with that said, bro, any shout-outs, anything you want to say before I let you get out of here?
Nothing particular. Just as always, shout out to all my sponsors, teammates, coaches, people who help me out. But yeah, just looking forward to get. This grapple match coming up in 2 weeks, but also looking forward to get another fight nailed down here. Get right back to it.
Awesome, John. One more question. You talked about Jake going to someone else's hometown. You went to Mississippi. The kid that you fought was from Mississippi. Were you kind of like the visitor, or was it kind of a neutral crowd?
Well, definitely, I didn't have anyone besides my two coaches, so it definitely wasn't neutral. He was from Mississippi. I don't know exactly where, but I think he probably had some people there. I don't know. I'm used to that. That doesn't really, whatever. I'm always the out of town guy.
Well, you made him quiet either way, so it didn't matter, man. But like I said, John Morgan was fucking going crazy, man. I thought he was gonna run in the cage and fucking just pick you up or something. He was very high on you, man. So
same with Jake before as the away crowd. You know, he said it was good. You know.
Yeah. Well, when you're performing like that, man,
Right.
you just keep people's mouths are like.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the whole the hometown guy thing is whatever. I'm used to that.
Excellent, my man. Well, we're hoping you get a hometown fight someday, but we'll see what happens.
Nice, but they don't come up to my area very often.
Yeah.
There's actually LFA's doing a card in Buffalo, which is like an hour from us. One of the kids I trained with is fighting on it, so I'll probably go watch that.
Excellent.
So it'd be nice to get a fight like in this area, but few and far between.
Is he fighting pro fight or amateur fight?
Yeah, Liam Anderson. He's fighting a pro fight. Like next Friday, he's fighting in Buffalo, which is an hour from us.
Oh, excellent.
LFA for LFA.
Oh, so you won't be there because are you training? You're fighting the next night or something. Will you be there at this?
No, yeah. So my grappling match is 2 weeks from Friday. His fight's a week from Friday, so I'll probably go watch it.
Oh, excellent.
It's only an hour away, so.
Oh, great. Awesome, man. Well, Jon, I appreciate the time as always, man. You're always good to me, always coming on and making time for me. And man, proud of you, brother. You took that. You also look great on your feet, bro. You went right at the kid. You went forward.
Actually, looking, because I mean, obviously, like everyone watching my fights, it's pretty much all grappling. Like people don't think I can strike. But we work it a lot. I mean, I do it in training all the time and work hard on it. And after the fight, I was kind of like, I'm never disappointed about getting a win in a minute, 20 seconds. But looking back, I was like, damn, I wish I kind of would have like went at him a little bit on the feet because I felt confident.
Yeah.
He seemed a little timid, like he was kind of didn't really want any part of it. So I was like, damn, I wish I kind of would have went after him and work some of the stuff we've been working on for so long. But hard just when I get in that mode, knowing I can just take him down and smash him. So I had to take a chance.
Yeah, well, like I said, man, you looked good for the few seconds you were on your feet, walking them down and shit. So with that said, man, you're growing every fight in every way, man. So I'm excited to see what happens in October. Excited.
I gotta add a knockout to my record.
Well, that's coming, man. Ground and pound. Take him down and just elbow the shit out of him next time, Jon.
Right.
Yeah, that's. I'm saving that for hopefully I get that rematch. I'm bouncing.
Rubbing in a little bit.
Well, dude, I can't wait for the interview if that matchup ever happens, man. So, all right, Jon, man, I appreciate the time. You have a great night, man, and we'll definitely talk, pretty soon about what's next. All right.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, man. You have a good night.
Thanks, Jon.
You too.
He's a good dude too, huh?
Yeah.
He goes.
Wants to save the elbows for the rematch.
Bounce his head off the fucking thing.
Oh man, getting on the receiving end of some ground and pound elbows from him.
Oh yeah,
fuck out of
he's
here.
a fucking his dad like really likes me. I haven't talked to him in a while, but when John signed by Full Contact Management guys that I'm
Travis and shit.
So his father, John's first pro fight, his dad was always talking to me. His dad said he's a different breed, this kid. Like him and his dad, they just like he goes, I brought that kid up as a hunter. Like that kid will like wrestle, he'll tear a bear's skin off or something like that.
Nice,
so his dad's really high on his energy and his grit.
Pushing him. Yep.
So when he says he wants to bounce the kid's head off the fucking mat with his elbows,
you
he's
believe him, right?
he's
Yeah.
really
Yeah, he's true about that. Yeah. That's good. That's the way to see it,
I'm gonna bounce his head off that. No, he really wants to
I want to hit him with the elbow and bounce his head.
So that was cool, man. We had two,
Those went
it
good.
went well, man.
Yeah,
it
good
wasn't
guys.
like no glitches. I don't think so, man.
Well,
Who knows? We had the band playing the whole fucking time.
They're playing our songs.
So, man, what time is it? Yeah, man.
Almost 9:30.
Almost. It's time to get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yep.
Smoke a joint.
Yep.
I
just want to quickly give a shout out to all my guys who got their purple belts: Sean, Mike, Shane, and Richie. If I forgot anyone, it's terrible. You guys are very inspirational. I'm chasing you, motherfuckers. I'm gonna get you. Rock and roll.
Awesome, my man. Congratulations, guys. I know it's a
hard belt, man.
brutal journey.
Yeah.
And
those guys teach me a
deserve
lot.
it.
All of them. They're bigger than me. They're smaller than me. It's quite the team.
You'll get there.
Yep.
You'll get there, bro.
I'm loving it.
Awesome. So with that said, Tommy Shayhood, man, back in the room podcast.
Yeah, man. Glad
I enjoy it, man.
Me too. I enjoy coming here too.
I've been having interviews here and there, but I like the live thing.
Yeah,
you know
me
what
too.
I mean? I think that Monday, I had Sean Schubert down with him and his soon-to-be wife and stuff.
Yeah, she was here too.
Yeah, she was here. She's like 7 months pregnant and stuff. So
nice.
yeah.
You might have had a live birth on the room.
I was hoping we were betting on the birth on the birth date, So
okay. That's funny.
It was good stuff. So yeah, we're busy in here. Next week, next Wednesday is open. Whoever wants to.
I'll be here. Like I said, I
definitely.
don't have too much on the schedule. I'm gonna go away Labor Day weekend. Chilling, you know. I
Gee,
want to
I
come in
need a
here.
girlfriend, man.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, me and the wife are gonna once I ship the daughter off to college for a third year, get the fuck out and maybe head off to Vermont and spend some time in the mountains.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna say I've been spending time down Narragansett and
Mhm.
Galilee.
Yep.
And that's kind of my thing. It's
Beach
kinda
is
my
great.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
been
I
100
love it. I go
degrees.
down
Yeah,
there.
those
Fucking-
any coastal stuff where we live near, it's a treat for us.
I'm a loner too, as far as like
Sure.
I can go anywhere by myself. I make
Yep.
my own kind of conversation.
Traveling
you know what I mean?
solo makes it kind of easier to get to a place. You know,
Yeah.
like you just kind of zip in. You don't have to worry about
Come and go. I don't have to
Yep.
worry about
if
this.
you jump on like a train
Yeah.
or a trolley
Exactly.
or whatever.
All good.
Oh, good man.
Going to be doing it again soon.
Perfect.
So with that said, tomorrow I'll be interviewing a bunch of fucking people for the Cage Titans card coming up on the 27th. I have Iron Man Grappling that I'm going to be covering on the 27th. I won't be at Cage Titans. I will be at Iron Man Grappling
Okay.
in Connecticut, helping them guys out. Big time grappling tournament going on now. William Knight against Nick Newell. What a matchup that is. Fucking
You're going to that in Connecticut?
yeah, I'm gonna
Nice.
be covering it.
Yep.
Like they're gonna set me up a little thing, they interview and
Cool.
shit. You want to come? You could. But Cage Titans is that night. You might want to go.
I
watch
would
your
want to go
boy.
to Cage Titans. Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably gonna want to go.
Yep.
Boy. But this is a huge grappling event.
Cool.
So with that said, the Room Podcast, follow us everywhere. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. That's all I could tell you. I got a drum set. I've been taking drum lessons. I'm gonna be fucking shredding
Did you touch my drum set?
in 3. Teabag you. 3 months, I'll be fucking shredded.
We're gonna be in a band.
We are gonna be a band. You could sing. Can you play anything?
No.
No,
I
you could sing. You could
Yeah,
scream.
yeah. I'm a screamer. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a while. My sister is in a band, Long Arm Rex. Shout out to them.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They're really good. They're like a reggae band out of
Really?
like the Marlboro, Framingham.
What does she do?
She's a singer.
Really?
Yeah, she got long dreads. They're really good too. They're like a jam hippie band. You know, they play a lot of places. They're cool.
Oh, I can imagine. They're probably great musicians.
Yeah,
too.
they are. They're really
Oh,
good.
Fuck that.
But she was saying when we were on vacation last week that she wants to do a collaboration, and she's like, I don't know, you could fucking scream or something. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, here's my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's my brother.
Here's my
Just
idiot
gonna
brother.
Scream here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Choke someone out.
So with that said, Tommy Shaded
BB.
is back in the room.
Love you, man.
We will see you next Wednesday
Right.
live, and we'll see you later.